All right, partner, let's circle back now into LeBron. Where do you think stand with him between he and the organization right now?
Well, I think it's very fluid and to be determined because as you saw with Rich Paul's statement to ESPN and to The Athletic, LeBron's made it clear that he wants to compete for a championship. And when you look at the Lakers right now, they have a chance to, but it's not guaranteed. This is a wide open landscape, and they want to be considered the favorites. But I think the reality, Jim, is that if the Lakers were ever going to trade LeBron James, they would expect a haul in return because of not just how much money he's making, but how accomplished LeBron James is as a player. And if a team were to agree to that, they would make that team worse because of the amount of assets they're giving up. So I think the conclusion is I think that LeBron James will finish this season with the Laker, and he'll still play at an all-star caliber level.
But here's the thing. No matter what they try to do, it doesn't work unless he says so.
That is very true.
He has approval. He has final approval.
Well, yes and no. He doesn't have a no trade clause anymore because of that player option, but I think that he can also dictate other things through his voice on how he feels about a certain organization. So I think, practically speaking, the Lakers and LeBron, they might not see eye to eye on the vision and the moves that they make, but I think that there's still going to be a transactional enough relationship that they think, you know what, both parties are going to be better off sticking with what they have and try to make it work.
What about the addition of Deandre Ayton now?
Well, some of it was because he was the best choice available. They didn't have Brook Lopez to chase or Clint Capella. He came at a bargain discount rate because of the buyout. And there's a lot of scrutiny with Deandre Ayton. He underachieved with Portland, with Phoenix. I asked him last year if he felt like he had anything to prove, and he said, I don't have anything to prove. I'm a max player, and I'll continue to be a max player. I don't think that sat well with certain people, but now he's trying to redeem himself. He has the talent, but we have seen a lot of question marks about his durability, his attitude, his willingness to sacrifice, even when he's not the focal point of the team. But talking to Michael Thompson this week, he knows him really well. He thinks that he'll make the sacrifices needed to have a bounce-back season with the Lakers.
How big of a loss is Dorian Finney-Smith to the Laker rotation, though? That's the next big one.
It is a huge loss, Jim, for a number of reasons. Great perimeter defender, great scorer, great locker room guy, very close with Luka Doncic during their time with Dallas. I think one of the sticking points with the Lakers, concerned about his injury long-term. I think the bigger thing is just having flexibility for multiple years, but I think that they should have done whatever they needed to keep Dorian Finney-Smith. But Jake LaRavie, he has a great consolation prize, great 3-and-D player, so it doesn't mitigate DFS's absence, but at least addresses it a little bit.
You just mentioned Jake. What are your thoughts on him and his role in this now?
Well, he is a great player. He is a 3-and-D player, so he's going to be able to give them some reliable three-point shooting, defending the wings. I don't think as effective as DFS, but at least they got something instead of nothing after losing him to the Houston Rockets. But the reality is, Jim, their number one priority was addressing the center position. And Deandre Ayton, again, is a great talent. He averages a double-double through his career. But I think it's telling that Michael Thompson, who is a very huge fan of Deandre Ayton, admitted to me this week he's underachieved. He thought that he would be a player that could be like David Robinson, who could be a multi-year all-star. He hasn't been a multi-year all-star yet. So it's not so much what he brings with his talent, it's whether he can be consistent with all the things I mentioned. His health, his consistent play, and his attitude. And
self-motivation as well. That plays a big part in this.
Yeah, and Michael Thompson was saying he thinks that it will work out because the Lakers organization, the championship history, the bigs that they've had in the organization, LeBron James's presence, Luka Doncic, but you know what? It's put up or shut up time.
I like that phrase, put up or shut up time.